Let's return to the politics. So let's return to the Prime Minister, because Sir Keir Starmer has just given a statement after today's Cobra meeting. Let's hear a little of what the Prime Minister has been saying.
Earlier today, on Yom Kippur, the holiest day for the Jewish community, a vile individual committed a terrorist attack that attacked Jews because they are Jews, and attacked Britain because of our values. So many Jewish families first came to this country as a place of refuge, fleeing the greatest evil ever inflicted on a people. And Britain welcomed them. Communities like the one attacked in Manchester provided safety, but also the security that comes from a promise that this is a country that stands up to hatred, and that we don't just provide refuge, we provide a home. For so many Jewish families, that is the story of Britain. But Britain is also a country where Jewish buildings, synagogues, even schools require round-the-clock protection, where dedicated specialist security is necessary because of the daily threat of anti-Semitic hatred. Today's horrific incident shows why. And while this is not a new hate, this is something Jews have always lived with, we must be clear. It is a hatred that is rising once again, and Britain must defeat it once again. On behalf of the nation, I want to offer my condolences to the families and victims affected. I want to thank the Greater Manchester Police, the first responders, and those dedicated security specialists. There is no doubt whatsoever that they have prevented an even greater tragedy, and we thank them for their bravery. But to every Jewish person in this country, I also want to say this. I know how much fear you will be holding inside of you. I really do. And so, on behalf of our country, I express my solidarity, but also my sadness that you still have to live with these fears. Nobody should have to do that. Nobody. And so I promise you that I will do everything in my power to guarantee you the security that you deserve, starting with a more visible police presence protecting your community. I promise you that over the coming days, you will see the other Britain, the Britain of compassion, of decency, of love. And I promise you that this Britain will come together to wrap our arms around your community and show you that Britain is a place where you and your family are safe, secure, and belong. Thank you.
Well, that was the Prime Minister speaking after chairing that Cobra meeting, describing this morning's event as a horrific attack. He went on to say Britain must defeat the rising hatred of Jewish people. Britain must defeat it once again. He said it's not a new hatred, but it is rising, and Britain must defeat it once again. He spoke of his sadness. He passed on his condolences to all the families affected. He expressed solidarity and sadness, as I say, to the Jewish community, which has to live with these fears, he said. He's promised, right at the end of that statement, promised a more visible police presence, and promised too that people would see a more compassionate Britain over the next few days. So those the key lines there from the Prime Minister making that statement. Whilst we're on political leaders, let me just bring you up to date with the latest statement from the leader of the Liberal Democrats, Ed Davey, who has said his thoughts and prayers are with the victims and the Jewish community in the UK. He went on to say, frankly, this terrorist outrage is an attack on all of us, and we should stand in solidarity with our Jewish friends and make it clear that all violence is unacceptable. Anti-Semitism is outrageous. So that latest political contribution, this time from the leader of the Liberal Democrats.